Can you hear me now? Let's see. Not last year, but last month. Okay. Is that better? I was trying to get my mic and everything. I've scrapped the detached mic. Can you hear me? There's Regina. Please let me know if I'm coming through now. Awesome. Okay. I was trying to make sure that was okay. It's hard to know because I was having a struggle with feedback and stuff. Very good. Hey, Lisa and Judy, thank you all for being here. Awesome. So, you guys, last month, Bev with Bev's Creating with Love and Whimsy created a block for me, and I have not opened it. I have no idea. I have not watched her replay because I do like being surprised. However, I was watching Mary White, the segment right before me, and she was creating a block for me, and I've seen part of it. So that one will not be as much as of a surprise, but this one is a complete surprise. So I'm trying to be careful as I open this to share with you guys because I don't want to cut anything I should not be cutting. And then we're going to get started on the block that I'm going to be creating. And I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about that here in just a moment. So again, Bev with Bev's Whimsy, Bev's Creating with Love and Whimsy. I didn't quite get that right. She made this one and she's got it packaged so well. Let me see here, making sure I'm not missing anything. Just throw this on the floor. So y'all, I am in my dining room with this because my machine takes up a lot of space and I've been doing a lot of sewing lately. Um, so I just have it set up on my dining room table right now because it's just me and it's easier. So that's why I'm not in my studio. Just thought I'd share that little tidbit. Look at this, you guys. Look at this wonderful piece that she did, y'all. Jeremiah 29:11. That is my life verse. That is the verse that I based my creative business on, which is for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. So that is so special. And then trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. This is precious. I absolutely love it. Let me see, what is this? Oh, and she sent this little music sheet because I play, I'm sure. I used to teach piano too. I didn't teach a lot, but I have taught. And that reminds me of the old music books that I would use not only when I was learning to play piano, but also when I would teach piano. So it's so special. Thank you all. It's so good to see you all here with me tonight. And I'm streaming on both YouTube and Facebook right now. So, oh, y'all. Bev, thank you so much, girl. You just hit the nail on the head with this for me. And I just so appreciate it. I'm just admiring all the little embellishments, the little keys, the cross. I just love it. Oh, it's perfect. I can't tell you. Last month I opened, it was Lisa Ahmad sent me one. It was just perfect for me. And this one is perfect for me. So I'm just so, so blessed. So, you guys, this is an amazing group. And thank you, Cheryl, for inviting me to be a part of this group because it is a real joy to participate in this. And tonight I am going to be creating a block for Whitney Walsh with Girl Friday Crafts. And I've got her little information sheet because we shared these with each other all about me. And so she shared some of her favorite things and some of her favorite musicians and some little details about her family and books and all those things. But the things that kind of resonated with me as I kind of feature the things that are that she loves are her favorite colors are blue and yellow. Her favorite art style is shabby chic, boho, and MCM. And I don't know what MCM is. Can y'all tell me what MCM is? Jeanette Baxter right now is terrified, y'all. We're having a major thunderstorm right now. And he is literally under my legs. He's scared to death. And he's sticking very close to me. But he's doing well otherwise. He's just not liking this storm whatsoever. Hey, Lori and Wiley, thank you all for being here. I know I missed. Denise is here. She is so thoughtful, Lisa. She sure is. Hey, Tammy, Mid-Century Modern. Thank you, girl. Thank you all for telling me. I was like Googling that earlier, trying to figure out what that was. I just hadn't heard that acronym. So thank you. So I'm going to show you what came to my mind, and I hope I get this right, you guys. First of all, I knew I wanted this to incorporate flowers because we're just heading right into spring. And I don't know. I can't get enough flowers right now. I guess after winter, I'm just hungry for spring. So I went online and actually went into Canva, and I asked Canva to put together through the AI tool there a floral coloring sheet. So let me show you what Canva produced for me. And I could have drawn this, but I was short on time from traveling this weekend. My grandson celebrated his first birthday this past week, so the party was this weekend. So I had Canva create this for me. And then from that, let me show you, I cut out elements of this and glued onto cardboard and made myself these little patterns. And then we're going to take this. I got two different versions. Now, let me caution you. I think coloring sheets are wonderful tools to use when you're creating designs for quilt blocks or painting or whatever. Be sure that you're using royalty-free or copyright-free patterns, or get the artist's permission, because even the coloring images are the work of an artist. So I made sure these were free. In fact, these were generated by artificial intelligence. So I can feel at peace about using these. And so what we're going to do, because her favorite colors are blue and yellow, I have this beautiful blue fabric. I have had this for a good long while. And this is going to be the back of the quilt block, okay? And then let me get this to where I can show you what the top and the base is going to be. And then I'm going to turn my camera down so that y'all can see how we piece all of this together. So I have this beautiful damask that has all of these bright colors that scream spring, but it's got the blue and yellow and even some pink in there, so that we can pick up on her favorite colors. Then I have this lace. I think I got this off of Temu, to be honest with you. But here's some lace, some floral lace that just really spoke to my heart, and I've not used it until tonight because it just seemed to go together with what I have in mind. So let me show you from these patterns I glued onto cardboard, and I cut out of the same blue that we're going to use as the backing. I used some of the remnants to cut out the general shapes of the flowers, and I did those in both blue and in yellow. Okay. All right. So we're going to use these as some of the boho style within this quilt block. The other thing that I've done is this lace I showed you, this right here. I cut out some of the flowers off of the end. And then I've also pulled together, I know this is a lot I'm mentioning, but it's all going to come together for us. Some little circles. I actually took my glue stick cap and made some little circles and cut those out of blue and yellow. And then I want to show y'all how I do this. I've also cut out some leaves. I have this kind of, it's not a bright green gingham, but we've made some leaves with that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you down so you can kind of see how we're going to put this all together, okay? Hey there, Kathy from Baton Rouge. Thank you, Lisa. Hey, Glenda. So glad. Thank you all for being here with me. So I have this strip of the green gingham, and all that I do to create these leaves is I am folding it in half, okay? Let me get on the correct side. I want to have the raw edges, and I'm right-handed, okay? So I've got them to my right, and then I want to have the fold right on my left. Whoops. And I'm using my fabric scissors, if I can get a hold of them. And we're just going to cut out some little mountains or football shaped things right there. Those are going to be our leaves. We're going to get this all placed before we go to the sewing machine and begin to quilt this together. So we're just making a bunch of little leaves. This was actually a remnant strip that I had left of this fabric that was like the perfect size to cut out a bunch of leaves with. And y'all, do you think this is going to be boho enough? I left out a very important part. I have a bunch of these little macrame style doily flower things, and there's different designs. There's 4 different ones, and we're going to use these to also be some flowers within this. within this arrangement. Oh, good. Thank you, Lisa. Good deal. I'm so glad because um, I don't know what if I had to pick a style for me, it would be somewhere between French country and farmhouse, I believe. That would be kind of the style I would go for. All right, so here's my vision. We're going to kind of rearrange this, or arrange this, I should say, to be just sort of a floral bouquet. And then we're going to incorporate these macrame little doilies, and we're going to pull in some of the blue to be the centers to also make these little flowers that coordinate with all of this. And I like for things to overlay a little bit. Let's put a blue one there. I'm just kind of laying it out at the moment, and then we'll kind of pull it apart. But I wanted you to kind of see the vision. Then these little flowers that we cut out of the lace are going to be the centers of these larger fabric flowers. And then we're going to stick these leaves in between. We're just laying out right now. And I always like to do leaves in pairs. Let me see, kind of see how we're going to do this. And then we're going to be using low loft batting to kind of, I like to use the batting to give it that puffiness that we need. Now these squares, the base, they are 12.5 inches so that there's plenty of room for any kind of edging to take place. I made quite a few of these little leaf shapes. And I've already got my presser foot changed to my free motion quilting version. Let's see, I'm just trying to look because I don't want necessarily all the leaves all going in the same direction. Looks like I'm going to have a good number. It's going to work out. And then we'll need a couple here. And I think we're good. What do y'all think? That's kind of the vision there. Y'all like this? Oh, good. I'm so glad y'all like this. You just bought yourself a pair of boho pants. Ooh, how fun. How fun is that? Okay, let's do this. We are going, let me slide my laptop over just a smidge. Grab some pins. We're just going to kind of pin in place what we've laid out here. And then we'll kind of rearrange things a little bit when we go to the machine. But I don't want to necessarily forget what the plan is once we've got it laid out. And then my thought was, after this is all finished, on these circle ones, these right here, I want to put buttons in the center as the flower centers. And I thought that would add an extra layer of interest and texture and just be a different element for that. So we're just kind of pinning everything down. I've got my pins over there. So I have been on the road to see my grandson, my daughter, and son-in-law and granddaughters went to. And we just had a wonderful weekend just celebrating Miles' first birthday. And it's just crazy to think that here he is, a year old. It's just, time just goes by so fast. Let me get this little jewel right there. Let's see. I need another pen. I've got more pens over here. Hang on, y'all. I gotta grab just a few more over here on the other side. Okay. Now, get this one pinned down. Just want to pin these leaves into position. Okay, so now let's just kind of put together our sandwich real quick now that we've got that all in place. So I've got my backing there. I'm going to put my batting down, and then we're going to put our top here. I'm just trying to make sure everything is kind of flat and together. Kind of making sure my squares are lined up a little bit. Looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to just put some more pins in here just to hold this all into place. Hey, Patty, how are you? I know, Anita, it does seem like he was just born. I'm telling you. And then for those of you who don't know, I have another grandson due in August or September, whenever he decides to make his appearance. So that will be number 4 for me. So I'll have 2 little girls and 2 little boys. And I just feel so incredibly blessed. Not liking the name. I don't know what you're talking about, Sherry. I have no idea what you're talking about, girl. I don't remember saying Project 2025. All right. I'm just going to put a few little pins on these corners just to keep everything in place. I don't think you can use too many pins. Thank you, Anita. So if y'all would love to know when I go live or when my videos come out on YouTube, follow me on Telegram. You can put in exclamation Telegram and my bot will give you the link. I think we're good. I think when you come over to the machine. Okay, so let me get you positioned for the machine. I'm going to have to turn you down just a smidge. Hold on, friends. I'm getting it adjusted. Got to get this one little thing loose so that I can turn you down. And we'll see how that does. Your grandson was born in January, already 2 months. Congratulations. I know, 2 and 2. Got to get one more little thing adjusted here. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you for your patience in this part. Because I want you to be able to see what we're doing. And that should be a good position right there. I'm just tightening it up so it doesn't fall. Thank you for being so patient with me. Okay, hopefully that'll work. I'll keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't slide. And then we're going to come over here to the machine. Get my scissors and my little magnetic pin holder thing. Can everybody see okay? Get my little presser foot up. All right, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to kind of start. Let's see if I can get y'all a little closer. Oops, that didn't work. Hang on. I'm trying so hard to give y'all the best viewing experience. See how that works. Maybe that'll be good. I may not be able to see your comments as well. Let me move my laptop so I can maybe see you a little bit better. All right, here we go. Now, I'm going to start at this flower. And really what I want to do first is I'm going to start in the center. And we're going to kind of define these petals first, okay? So we're going to just kind of line things up to kind of match up. And this is what I call free motion quilting. things out of the way, but I don't want to unpin anything. So we're just defining the petals. And this is going to make a really pretty, with quilting it, it's going to make it very pretty and puffy. I think I knocked off my little flower because I set it to the side and it knocked it off. Where'd it go? I've got another one. It's here somewhere. Hang on. There it went. I think it slid under. Yep. Put it in a little safer place. Okay, so then we're going to turn. We got one petal down. We're going to turn and we're going to do the next one. Now, as several have already mentioned, this will not be finished in our time together, but you're at least going to have a good idea of how this goes together. I'm going to turn it. And so we'll have to end this one right here. I'm going to do just a little back stitch. Okay. You think so, Alex? Oh, good, Nicole. I'm so glad you can see well. Thank you so much. I really want you to be able to see what's going on. Okay. Now I want to watch my time as well. Let's see. I got to think about where I want to start. I'm going to start right here at the top of this one. So how many of you guys enjoy watching sewing or those kinds of videos? I hope it's something that you do enjoy and don't find this boring. And I think while I'm here, let's see how this is shaped. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn this. We'll do the next petal. And I'm just trying, as we encounter the other layers, we're just kind of pulling it back a little bit. Okay, so we've met up where that was. So we're going to now come over here to the next petal. Let's start up here. That seemed to work well last time. We're just going to define the outline of this petal. So I'm having to stop and raise my presser foot so it doesn't get hung up under the fabric. And I'm always coming to the center. And the wonderful thing about it is you don't have to be perfect with it. That is the wonderful thing about floral kinds of designs. Because flowers are perfectly imperfect, and anything in nature is like that. And it takes a lot of the pressure off of having to be perfect, and you just don't have to be. So I'm just trying to be careful as I come to the points. Now we've got on this area of this petal, we have kind of a petal tucked in behind. So what we're going to do, let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to bring this over to the side so you can kind of see. So right here, hopefully you can kind of see, get this a little closer for you. So we have a little bit of fabric right here that gives the indication of a petal tucked behind. And so we're going to just outline that one separate so it gives it a little interest. Oh, I'm so glad y'all enjoy watching sewing. So Regina said something about my machine. So my mother, a long time ago, when my sister and I started having children, she invested in a really nice machine. so that she could make things for the grandchildren. And when my kids started having children, I did the same thing. And I was really looking for certain elements. Like I wanted to be able to do embroidery, which this machine will do. And I wanted to be able to quilt. And so that's why I came to this decision on this machine. It was an investment. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I'm thinking about the pedal outlines. I don't know that they make my particular machine any longer. I want to say it's been replaced by an upgrade, which is fine. I love my machine. Let me get this kind of out of the way. You just got to be patient and kind of work with the many layers. This machine, it's a Baby Lock Destiny 2, and it really does a beautiful job with embroidery work. And if you follow my page at all and you've seen the mama sweatshirt that I've done, it was done on this machine. My daughter, I'm going to clip this little extra thread here. She came and tried her hand. Let me look at my little fabric here. And she did a mama shirt for one of her friends. No, for her mother-in-law. She did a Grandy shirt for Christmas. I was so proud of her, and she was proud of herself. I'm just trying to watch how this is flowing. So I've got to post pictures, but I made a stuffed lion for my grandson for his birthday. It turned out so stinking cute. I can't wait to get the pictures posted for y'all to see. Turn. We've almost got this flower done. Okay, so we got to watch here so our presser foot doesn't go up under the fabric. We just about have this first flower finished. I'm going to clip this thread right here. Oh, my camera fell. I'm so sorry. Hang on, friends. Let me tighten it up some more. I'm so very sorry. Didn't even notice. There we go. Still wanting to, hang on. Hang on, y'all. Trying to raise this a little. That just happens sometimes as you try to get all the things typed. Is that okay, maybe? Okay. Now. Yes, it is. I can't, this, the size of this has been really wonderful to use, this size of this machine. It's been great. I've had it. How long have I had it? Probably at least 5 years. Maybe 6. I can't really remember for sure. I just got it serviced right after the first of the year. So we only have a few minutes. I'm hoping to at least get this one flower finished so that you can kind of see how it will come together. And I will try to do a video of the rest of the project. Just getting right up under. I love bright colors and fabric, and I've had this damask for a long time. I'm gonna clip this extra thread that's right here. And you know, I tend to be a little bit of a hoarder of fabric because I just know I'm going to use it for something, right? I do have a free motion foot on. Yes, I do. And then we're going to do this petal right here. And I'm just going to pull this out of the way a little more. Just add a little back stitch in there. Okay, now I want to show you my vision for this little flower that has fallen off again. There it is. Guess when I had it in a safe place, it decided to fall off. Okay, so I want to put this little flower, got to find the right side, have the right side up. So we're going to put this little flower right here in the center, and I'm not going to stitch down the whole thing. I'm only part of it free, but hold on. We are going to go around the center. Now, when you're doing circles, you just got to go slow. If you get in too big of a hurry, it just won't go well. So you just got to take it slow, take it easy. It's partially about learning your machine. The nice thing too is with using the white thread, it's going to blend right into this little flower that we're adding to the center. Okay, so that's kind of how, can y'all see that? It's kind of how that flower, let me try to turn it, you can see it a little bit better, has turned out. Oh, Cheryl, thank you. Are you doing okay? I love y'all. So I was going to do a little video kind of telling y'all all the things that are going on, and I just haven't been able to do that yet, but it's on my list just to give a little update. I need to pin this one little flower down so I don't lose it. Okay. I'm going to raise my presser foot up just a little more. Let's come over here and get these leaves done. And I want to do a little additional embellishing. Let me get this one pin out of the way. So I'm doing the outline of this little leaf first. Free motion quilting takes a little bit of practice. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that one leaf back and go up under. Okay, and let's go ahead and outline this other little leaf. One more stitch in this turn. And then we're going to add some little vein work in this leaf. Okay. Oh, thank you, Glenda. You do? You do, Alex? That's awesome. Okay, so let's do a little vein work in here. And we're just going to come right down the center of our leaf. Now with free motion quilting, you have to do all the guiding. When you do normal sewing, the dog feet will guide things a lot. But with free motion quilting, you're doing all of that. So you kind of have to learn how that feels and does. And it just comes with practice and experience, y'all. So I'm just adding a little bit of vein work in here, not a bunch. When I get this kind of done here, I'm going to show you. Just kind of clipping these extra threads. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am not perfect by any means. I just do my best. Y'all, that's all any of us can do, is the best we can, and just practice. I did go look on Pinterest for some inspiration, but I didn't copy anything from there. After I got some ideas on Pinterest, now let me kind of show you what that leaf looks like. I don't know if you can see, but I outlined the leaf and then came in the middle and did stitching so that it looks like some vein work in there. Making you want to go back to quilting? Do it, girl. I'm getting ready to start a quilt. I've kind of started a quilt for my son and daughter-in-law. I've made a quilt for my daughter several years ago, and I've made quilts for each of my granddaughters. And so now I've got to make a quilt for my son and daughter-in-law and my grandson. And now I've got another grandson, y'all. I'm getting behind. I got to get with it. But then I've also made a couple of t-shirt quilts that I've sold. They were custom orders. So I'm just moving my needle so slightly to do these little things of vein work. And I'm going to go back and clip these threads after I get all this kind of stitched in. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you for sprinkling Tammy. Thank you, Jamie. I'm so glad y'all enjoy this. You know, I know what I enjoy, but it's always a little challenging to figure out what your audience is going to enjoy. So I really appreciate y'all letting me know that you are enjoying this. Okay, so now I've got, let me see if I can turn this. I've got this flower stitched. I've got the leaves done. I'm going to go ahead and do one of these doily versions over here so you can kind of see my thoughts on that before we are out of time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first go along the outside of this, kind of like the thought of how I did these petals. Let me just look and make sure, yeah. And I'll want to clean up the back side of this too, get all those extra threads clipped away. But we're just going to stitch this little flower doily down. And I don't think I have to worry about really defining the petals. I think it's going to be fine to just go along the outside of it. But you will have to adjust your presser foot quite often because it will want to catch all these little straggling edges. And then because I know I will not finish this, I will do a part 2 of this, and you'll be able to find that on my YouTube channel. So I'll put a post on my Facebook page when that's available, so you can see all of the project completed. How's that sound? So with all the little, like, because these are little crochet doilies, it's a little bit of a challenge to stitch this and it not hang. You just got to be patient and go slow. and just keep adjusting, and you'll get it. But it does take some patience. Just keeping things under that presser foot. And I've got one little piece of thread that I wanted to grab. Just gonna keep adjusting. So is this boho enough, y'all? Just making sure with this presser foot, it doesn't pull too much when it gets up under each little place. You just gotta be really patient with it. Yes, a lot to catch on the presser foot. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, you just got to really just watch it and adjust it, and it'll be okay. We just have a few minutes left, but we might get pretty close to being done. Now, on these little flowers that have the circles in the middle, those are the ones I'm going to put little buttons in the center to kind of finish out that center on the flower. Got to be careful not to sew your finger too, because you kind of want to get your finger right up under there. That would not be fun at all. We're about to get this one stitched down. So I've got a little place where that presser foot's going to catch. Just keeping everything under the presser foot. I hope this inspires you to give this a try yourself and create something. Y'all, you don't have to be bound by what patterns you can buy. Find some free coloring pages and that are copyright free, and have at it. Use all kinds of different fabrics to create something unique and special. I think we made it all the way around. I'll do a little back stitch, and then we're going to cut the thread. Sunshine. Thank you, Becky. Okay, how much time do we have? We are almost out of time, but hopefully we can get the center of this done so you can kind of see the vision. And there again, with circles, you just got to be slow and easy. Oh, my bobbin thread is about to run out. Not really. It just gets low. I have the pre-wound bobbins, and it gets low, and the machine thinks it's almost out, but it's not. So I just have to kind of deal with that until I can get it to where I can re-thread it onto a bobbin, and it's all good. I can tell you I will not buy pre-wound bobbins again because they're kind of a pain. I thought it was a great idea, and now I've got a full box of them, and I'm not super happy with them. So lesson learned. Okay, gotta watch our little presser foot always. See, it's thinking that it's low, it's about to run out, but it's not. Almost done. Okay. So then all I have left, because I'm out of time. So here's what the other one looks like. Try to get this to where y'all can see everything's wanting to catch. So there's the little doily flower with the blue center. And then we're going to put a little button in there. I've got some little buttons. They're not really the ones I want to use. But this will give you a general idea. Once I get that stitched on, that'll be an extra little pop right there. You do? And then I've got to do the little leaves there, but there's how our yellow one turned out. I think it turned out really sweet. And our little leaves with the vein work in there. But you guys, I hope that this inspires you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Cheryl. I don't know if I can get this up to work and tell you bye. But here I am. Sorry about that technology. But thank y'all for joining me. I have so enjoyed this time with you. And go check out Dina and see what she's got prepared for you, okay? Good night, everyone. Thank you for being here. Bye bye.